Hello everyone, welcome. In fact, the purpose of creating this YouTube channel is preparing for FAANG company interviews. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Sarah, I'm software engineer, and I am preparing for an upcoming interview for one of the big company. So I had created this YouTube channel to prepare together, to show you and maybe discuss solution and exercises. So for the first week, the subject will be about arrays. So I had prepared one of the problem in Leetcode. So let's read the problem all together. So the problem is about three sums. So we have an array with an integer and three elements A, B, C in the array, such as A plus B plus C should be equal to 0. So we have to find the triplet unique solution and add it in the array of solution. Okay, so we had a first notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. We have a first example, an array having this value, and we have the solution, and if we have an empty array, the solution should be empty too, and if we have 0 here, in fact, if we have a length, I think if we have length which is smaller than 3, so we don't have a triplet, so it should be an empty list too. Okay, so I'll be taking this example and let's see the process to solve this problem. Okay, so I just copied her. Okay, so we have, okay, I'll add some space. Okay, in fact, the first solution that's come to mind is the brought force solution. Yeah, sorry, make it smaller. Okay, no. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Okay, the first solution is a brute force solution. So we can just like because we are looking for 3 numbers, so we can have a 3 for 3 loop. And the first one will be, we will fix the first number, after that the second number, and we will test the third number. Okay, and we will add it here. We have -1 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 0, so it's one of the solution. Okay, so make it so result here. We have -1 we have -1 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 0. That's good, so it's one of the solution. Okay, yeah, I can make it like that. Okay, so that's good, so we will move. That will be good, so we will move this pointer into the next position. So it should be her, and we will test again. -1 plus 0 plus 2 is different than 0, so it's not the solution. Okay, so we will move the pointer another time to her, and we have -1 plus 0 plus -1 is not the solution, so we will move it again to -4, and it's not the solution, so we will go back to the first pointer here, and we will move it again. Okay, So we will have -1 plus 1 plus 2 this time, okay? And it's not a solution, so we'll move the pointer to the next position. So we have -1 plus 1 plus -1 is equal to -1, so it's not the solution, so we will move it again here, and it's obviously it's not the solution too. So we will move the pointer to the next position. Okay, so it's here. We have -1 plus 2. We put the third pointer here, so we will have -1 plus 2 plus -1. In fact, it's equal to 0, so we can add it to the solution. Yeah, okay. So we have -1 plus 2 plus -1 is equal to 0, so it's one of the solution. Okay, in fact, it works, but for time complexity, it's of n 3. So it's maybe we can think of other solution to improve the complexity. So the idea is using in fact, because here we are looking for number and we don't know if it's bigger or it's smaller, so the idea we can sort it. If we are sorting the number, we can know how to move. Okay, so we will try the solution with the sort. Okay, and let's just remove the pointers here. Okay, and her too, and her too. Okay, let's move our. So here, the first thing to do is sorting the number. So we will have her -4, -1, -1. We will have 0, 2, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so after sorting the number, we can some space. Okay, so we can use pointer 2 and we will fix it in the first position, and we will look for the other 2 here. Okay, so instead of looking for 3 numbers that the sum is equal to 0, we can just fix the first number, and we will look for the number. We will look for 2 numbers that the sum is equal to the value of the first number multiplied by -1. Okay, so in this case, instead of looking of 3 numbers, we will fix the first number, and we will look for in the rest of the array for 2 numbers have the sum is equal to 4. Okay, so, and we know it's a sorted array, so we will put okay, I need some color. I will change the color. So I will put the first pointer here and the second pointer here. Okay, so what I do now, I take this first number and I sum it with this one. Okay, so we have -1 plus 2. Okay, we have -1 plus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so but me, I want a 4, the number 4. So In fact, it's not possible because we need two numbers, that's for sure, and we are here summing the minimum number with the maximum. So there is no possibility that we can find two numbers in this subarray that the sum is equal to 4. So it doesn't exist. So we move our pointer to another position. So -4 is not a solution. So we move the first pointer here, okay, and we will look for the rest in this subarray, okay. So we have origin -1. Okay, so we should look for two numbers that the sum is equal to 1, so we can have a 0, okay? So -1 plus a number plus another one is equal to 0. So these two numbers should be equal to 1, okay? So the same thing, we will put our second pointer here and our third pointer here, and we will compare the value, okay. So we have this in this time we have -1 plus 2, which is equal to 1. In fact, that's what we are looking for, okay. So here I have to change the result because that's from the first fourth solution, okay. So we have -1 plus -1 plus 2 is equal to 0. So we had found the number. Here it's -1 and here it's 2, okay. So we add it to the list of result. So in fact, if we can see her numbers is sorted from the smaller to the bigger, so we will do the same thing. So we have -1, -1 and 2. That's a solution. We add it to the list of, okay.